they wanted to do a retro movie. I don't like that. Every movie I worked very hard to make them different. I make them completely different with, different planets, with different spaceships.
But seriously, J.J. Abrams, kiss my ass.
George Lucas's Star Wars is a perfect example of genius-level creativity and vision. From the different spaceships, to the different kinds of weapons and technologies, to the various political systems and unusual ruling hierarchies. When he launched Star Wars back in the 70s, it was the first movie of its kind.
A cowboy movie set in space, that's Star Wars.
That introduced such a complex and extensive, yet unique world that left millions of fans wanting more. His brilliant imagination is on full display when he invents entirely new planets, each with its own unique alien species, architecture and cultures. The desert planet Tatooine is the most recurring planet in Lucas's Star Wars. However, George doesn't overstay his welcome and constantly wants to try new things. Unfortunately, when he handballed the franchise off to Kathleen Kennedy and the crooks at Disney, their total lack of imagination, creativity and vision is also on full display. Luke's journey began in Tatooine, a desert planet. It was symbolic of his future if he had continued to live and work with his uncle. It was dry, bleak and boring, rather than a prosperous and thriving planet like Coruscant. It was a perfect choice by George Lucas. At the beginning of The Force Awakens, we get a very similar scenario where Rey lives on a desert planet. It's also a dump, and Rey has an empty future ahead of herself. Yeah, not a lot of creativity there, JJ. Seems pretty similar to A New Hope, but a lot worse. Unfortunately, Disney and the game continue this trend of using boring desert planets in their movies and TV shows. Rise of Skywalker, we get not one, but two different desert planet scenes. Rogue One, and while I think this movie is great, again focuses a significant amount of time in a discount Tatooine planet. The Mando series constantly occurs in a desert planet. The new Boba Fett series is also in freaking Tatooine. Even The Last Jedi, with the creative insight and wisdom of Rian Johnson, replicates the opening battle in Empire on this discount Hoth bullcrap. Hang on, never mind. It's a salt planet.
Salt.
Thank goodness they included that 2-second clip to tell us that it was made of salt. But we secretly know why. It's so you just keep using the same sets and costumes and locations and designs from all your other movies. I sure am glad that saving time and money is more prioritised over possessing any need to have originality and creativity. And you can't keep saying that you want to use authentic locations because you'll just end up using a friggin' green screen anyways.
I know it does seem nuts to be in this location and be shooting against green screen.
Why would you build a green screen in the desert?
Good question.
But this is nothing new. The whole sequel trilogy is a repeat of the original movies. But I thought since the sequels have been talked about by every single person and his grandma, I'd focus on this particular issue. So their lack of vision and extreme laziness continues to ruin the Star Wars universe for everyone. What else is new? We're tired of the same desert planets in every damn movie.
That's boring. You're boring everybody. Quit boring everyone.
And I thought this scene was good for a laugh. Great choice, JJ, for Rey to bury Luke and Leia's lightsaber, and ultimately, the final resting place for the Skywalker legacy in sand, in Tatooine. You know the planet, where Anakin grew up as a slave, was separated from his mother, where his mother was kidnapped by Tusken Raiders, to be abused, tortured, and to eventually die. You know the planet that Luke hated so much and just couldn't wait to get out of.
It's like I'm going nowhere.
Where Luke's aunt and uncle were killed and burned by stormtroopers, the planet where Leia was made a slave to Jabba the Hutt. Pretty sure Tatooine doesn't exactly hold a special place in the hearts of the Skywalker family. But buried in the sand, JJ, where Anakin developed a deep hatred for.
I don't like sand.
It's like a spit to the face. Anyways, that's it for me. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to drop a like and subscribe. And if you have any ideas for what I should do for future videos, let me know down below.